Hello everyone and welcome back to Settlements and Survival. We're here at Dalton Farm and we're going to be doing the final tour. This took longer to finish than I had thought for a couple of reasons. One, because I was completely unmotivated to do it. Something about Far Harbor just doesn't do it for me, and I had underestimated how much decoration we needed to do. So to hell with that, let's just get started. I've got a bunch of these things around, don't mind these. These are the weather clearing shells. So what we've done is I added one more building and decorated it, furnished it. So what we've done first is the building here in the front. If I can get up here, I got a suggestion from a commenter that this would be a good hotel because it's right here in the front. So it is now a hotel. It was a really good idea. So this is a flop house part for the incoming people. Any visitors that want to stay overnight or what have you, they can just stay here. Just a very rudimentary reception desk and double bunking with a resting area. Not a hell of a lot in here to speak of, but this is, this is decent for their purposes, and a little seating area out here so they can just hang out, because you don't really want them wandering around the farm, which is over here. We got the things over here with the farmers working. Hopefully the settlers behave. They don't really like the geometry of this very much, I found, but they do behave for the most part, so we're going to see if they'll actually stay put. We got a guard up there watching the entrance, watching the road there as they come in. Of course, here's the doctor's office. The doctor's, I guess, a medic, really, not really so much a doctor, but all she really does is dispense chems and do some really rough and ready field dressing. I mean, antiseptic and duct tape. Yeah, that's about as rough as it gets. Got a small waiting area in case people are actually hanging out or just talking to her. And the chem station with the chems and a pole, because of course. Some fire extinguishers. And the doctor's quarters, she's doing pretty good for herself, I guess. As those things go, being on the north end of the ass end of nowhere, right? She got some stuff here. Personal effects, a lot of caps things. So for mods and stuff, this build here from a structural standpoint is pretty much vanilla. There are no building mods. The only mods I'm using here are Scrap That Settlement and OCD. So you could duplicate this in straight vanilla. It wouldn't be that much. It'd probably be easier because I didn't have you wouldn't have the terrain issues I had. So the centerpiece for this whole place is the general store. Because the whole reason to have this place out here was to have a market with a very, very large, well-equipped general store like they apparently used to have here. So, yeah, let's go in the general store and see what we've got. Yeah, there she is. Coffee for shoppers there, and the valuables case with, I guess, valuables, gold and silver and watches and stuff. But the inside of the general store is fairly well equipped. It was not as difficult as I would have expected to actually decorate this. These shelves work really good with OCD. I didn't really have any difficulty whatsoever with it. But we got, various sections. You got tools and a machine back here, and the household supplies and the random crap over here. The medical department, yeah, I guess. And cleaning and fuels and paints and tools and stuff like that. And on the other side, on the other aisle, we've got more household supplies and various knickknacks here. Crafting stuff, toys, kitchen supplies, electrical, which is, electrical. And then she has weapons and armor. Not as good as the weapon shop, but this is good enough if you've got, if you're low on caps and don't really care about quality, she's where you want to talk. She's who you want to talk to. Back here we've got some inventory getting ready to go, her safe, her working table, and then her bedroom. Her, I guess, sleeping accommodations. It's not really that much of a bedroom. But yeah, again, rough and ready, and not too much stuff here. That's what I tried to do, is avoid putting too much stuff here, because it is really the north end of the island, and it doesn't have, there's no boats, right? Nobody comes in on boats, so, there's nobody coming in from the north. The bar area here, got the bartender with, of course, a Vim machine, because, it's Far Harbor. Of course you're going to have a Vim machine. And he's got his under the desk, caps and drinks, and I put some dish rags down there because he always puts the dish rag away. He throws it down, so that's about where he would drop it if he had one. So there it goes. And some back supplies, some personal effects, Place where you can have, you know, something to eat really quick. That's him. And then the patio, I actually did finish the patio area where, you know, they can get a drink, come down here and hang out, eat, watch the tide roll in, whatever the hell it is they do. But the decorations here are pretty straightforward. The typical, we left stuff in a hurry as we went to defend from the trappers, because the trappers attacked this place a lot. I get that quest, help us, you know, the trappers are attacking, go root them out in their lair. And the weapon store, which we've seen before. We watched that thing being built. All this stuff you've seen being built pretty much, I guess, right? And now here's another one of my, no, it's around the back. This door is usually closed, but we're going to pretend it was closed. The side of his store, side of his shop, go around the back here. And the screen there where he can get some fresh sea breezes. Close this door. But his cobbled together repair area, you know, bring your weapons to him and he'll upgrade them, fix them for you. Or, you know, sell you stuff that's been upgraded. And a lot of stuff in progress, a lot of stuff people left here for him to work on between times. His little snack area, and then of course he's got his stuff underneath his booth there. And his sleeping area with storage and more stuff that he's been using, working on. Okay, so let's do the second one. I put these things all over this island so I can just do this and make sure the weather stayed clear. Even when you do clear it though, it still stays a little hazy. And of course I did nothing with the beach, nothing with the pier, didn't do anything down here. So go back up here, and around the back side here is the arch where they can get their fog damage undone for free. Well, the settlers can. This is a restricted area. We don't let the stragglers, the travelers, use this. And then another house for one of the farmers. The farmers were feeling a little cramped in their little home, so I broke it out and gave one of them this thing, which is here. Got her personal area and her stuff, and a little chair she can sit in, and then her bedroom. I do like the way that railing split bedroom thing came out. I'll have to use that again. I did a little technique where I raised this floor just a tiny bit so I could snap a railing to it. So if you look down here, you can see the elevation is just a little bit off. But it's a nice effect, I think. It gives like a loft feel. There's that. And then we'll go back up. Oh, let's look at the back here. Look at the field. Look at the inside of the courtyard thing from the back. But it came out pretty good. Came out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with the whole thing, other than the building at Far Harbor thing, which I don't think I'll ever do this again. I don't like Far Harbor. Not a fan. Flare House, the first thing we built here. Now it's fully decorated and it's turned into a sort of gathering area, I suppose, for the settlers. A lot of them come up here at night and they hang out and sit at the chairs, sit at the tables and stuff. But her sleeping area, bedroom with her valuables and her toiletries and some storage and more ammo under the deck there. A little administrative area. Not much to see there. More chairs overlooking the water, and a small little snack area. I rearranged this area. Put a real couch in there and put a shelf up here because it kind of looks better, I think, a little cooler. Because you needed more open storage, anyways. Armor workbench, patio, with another patio table and more stuff that they just left around, and you know, the grill with various things being cooked or heated up or whatever. And let's go back over here. The electrical area. Got some supplies here and repair tools because of course the generator, you got to keep the generator maintained. Don't want it breaking down anytime soon. So parts and hammers and oil and lubricants and coolant and gas and gas and gas and oil and gas. There, and then the back gate, the side gate, where the attackers do come up through here. They go right for this opening, which is handy because the settlers actually know how to get out here. But this is a nice little rickety, like balcony where they can see things down there and stuff, I guess. And over here we've got the missile turret with its hardware. Another chair where they can just, you know, get away from it a little bit. And a cabinet with some tools and missiles on the bottom and supplies. I mean, it's like I don't really know how to narrate supplies. Like, oh, this is the stuff they'll need. This is the decorations they use. Okay. The other settler's house. This was the original house that was down on the beach when I first started this, so it's been modified, repurposed, rebuilt, and reconfigured a bunch of times. This guy here likes his drugs. Clearly likes his drugs. He's into all kinds of razzmatazz here. Got an ice machine for, I don't know why. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? But yeah, he's got a sweet tooth. I guess it's all the drugs are giving him a sweet tooth. I don't know. Yeah. Go up here to the guard post. We'll look at the back of the guard post. Here's the whole rickety structure that goes back up the rocks. And it's just, you know, bolted into the rock face and jammed in there any which way they could do it. The guard's hut, he didn't have a hell of a lot. He just crashes here every now and then when he has a chance. And we'll go up here and take a look at what he's doing. But yeah, this came out neat. I like the way this came out. The sort of multi-leveled, you know, multi-level, different angles, group selected like crazy just to get things to fit. And it works pretty good. So, I guess that's pretty much it for this one, right? This is the whole daytime tour. I'll go up to the thing and, oh yeah, the other guard. I gotta go up to the other guard. Let's go to the hotel here. But yeah, if you come to the hotel to the back, it looks like this. That looks pretty hotel-ish, flop house-ish. It communicates what it's supposed to communicate. Let's go to the guard here. We'll do him really quick. Well, we'll go up there really quick. And I will do a pan. But there's the main general store and the bar, the new house, the player house, the back gate. Actually, I should run around the outside and show you what that looks like. I'll do that after this. And exposed wires everywhere, too. That was a challenge here, getting the wires to look good and get them out of the way without running into them. But he's up here watching the road. He's got pretty good sight lines. He can see that road really good. And his ammunition, because he's got a minigun, so he needs lots of ammunition. And yeah, okay, back down to the doctor's place. And then, yeah, let's go around the outside here. But yeah, the whole thing borders up. I didn't really build down the piers, didn't really build down on the beach because it, you know, it's just big. I mean, I could have. Ignore that little hut there. That's just the provisioner's hut. That's basically a sunk wall piece with a sleeping bag in it for the provisioner. I just wanted to get it out of the way. But here's the back of the thing, which you see coming up from the beach. And a rock, because of course a rock. And there's the gatehouse, such as it is, so to speak. I mean, it's not really a gatehouse, it's just like a, and yeah, I guess it is. I don't know what the hell to call this stuff. It's a scrappy entranceway, that's what it is. And there's that, we'll go over here. And then the fence, the ridge line from the actual road, which is over there. So anybody patrolling will see this. Or, you know, traveling down will see this thing. Which is robust but rickety, I guess is the best way to describe this. That sort of sums up everything I built, right? And here's the other guard up on top of this little fortification here. And I guess that's all there is. So I'm going to go over here and we're going to go to the nighttime tour and hopefully it'll stay clear for us. So put it right here, center it up, and hopefully I can get the transition right. And I'll be right back. And nighttime, of course, is pretty well lit because this is a beacon of the north end. This is a full stocked marketplace and resting spot. So you do want this to be visible. I do want this to be visible. So let's go cruising down through here, and we've got the hotel. Pretty good night light there. Anybody wants to man the station, it'll be easy for them. And the bunks, of course, are dark, so they can sleep. But those came out pretty good. Lining them up on the railings helped a lot on group selecting those things into bunk beds. None of the settlers sleep in those though. And the field, so they can do some night farming. Go out the front. And we're just going to run through this at a pretty good clip just so we can get through it. The doctor's office sign, very well lit. Guard very visible. A lot of those street lights, I figure I could repurpose those from the other, because those are pretty prevalent around here at the time. Chem station, doctor's place. Yep. Oh look, she's gonna go use the chair. But they do sit in most of the chairs, and they do wander pretty freely through this place, which is interesting to me. I would have thought they would have stayed down here near this end, but no, they go all over everywhere. And the doctor's having a drink in the general store there. The bar, of course, very, very well lit. Extremely bright, along with another light here. But the frame rate isn't too punishing. There aren't too many lights here, so yeah, he's doing pretty good there. Nice effect lighting here on the gun shop. We'll go in here. Because, I mean, I guess she'd be open 24 hours, right? And this is hugely... Now, look at that thing. Wow. Yay, track lights. Track lights and bulb lights and spotlights. Yeah, we got them all. Yo, get out of my face. But, yeah. Mostly oil lights here, except for the main areas, because, I don't know, it just... Using oil lights is better than the frame rate, apparently, so I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that, if I can. Or use these softer lights, like that one is. But, a nice deck. Go through here, go check out the shop back here, the weapons shop. And more accent lighting, and he's got himself a portable light that he can put on the table when he wants to do fine work, I suppose. In his bedroom. Open sesame, please. Let's hit this thing, make sure it stays clear. Okay. Go up here. And then the new house. The new settler house. This one came out kind of nice too. This is the kind of lighting I like right here. Probably one more on the back wall. If I was gonna redo it, I probably would have put another one of those candle lights on those candle sconces on the back wall there. That's pretty good. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And we'll go up the hill to the player house, or the main gathering area, the party house, and go up here. And of course, like usual, accent lights here and there, just to emphasize what I want to emphasize and keep most of it pretty dim. Because there's really no reason to keep it all brightly lit. Oh yeah, the shelf with food supplies, because you got a fridge up here. No fridges in vanilla, just the ice machine. And the back gate. Oh wait, let's go look at the power. One thing I'm going to start using, I think, is those colored lights, the cycling lights, because the third of any color is pretty dim. So you get a nice soft light there without it being, garish or whatever, and you can adjust it. So I might start trying to figure out ways to bury those in different places too, just to get some different kind of lighting effects. This is there's no reason to have lights there. And same thing up here, just for the turret stand there. Our druggy guy, oh, he's already asleep. Well, I guess he had a hard day of doing drugs, huh? And his little area here. And the main field. And then we go up here to the guard with his little hut. All he's got is a lantern. It's really dark there, nothing much to see there. So, all right, folks. Here's the end of the settlement tour. Here's Dalton Farm, finished and done. This will probably be the last time you see me building anywhere in Far Harbor, because it's, oh my God, it's awful. It's just, the weather's just nasty. I don't like the weather. I really like the weather. I did spend some time at Echo Lake Lumber the other day, and it was pretty cool, but it's just the weather. Ugh. So put it right here. And I want to thank you all very much for subscribing, watching, and liking, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.